Oh,
Yes.
God.
Oh, see, yeah, yeah, yeah.
I remember that. That was
Dude, okay. Now I just got reminded of some shit, Trev. I know we're fanboying out right now, but dude, seeing your tattoo just totally reminded me. I went to a Halloween party and I drew heartburn on my stomach and I went shirtless, dude. And I got some fucking glasses. I got the fucking wig, a brown wig, because I was bald at the time. You know, I fucking went as Trevor, dude. Went
Oh,
as
dude,
you.
you don't have a picture of that
I gotta
anywhere.
hit up Dan Kenny, our mutual
Oh,
friend, Dan
yeah,
Kenny. He,
fine.
if he has the photo, I should have fucking hit him up before the episode, dude.
Oh, that's so
Because
good.
if anybody has a picture of it, it's him, dude. And it was at his house, and I totally was like, you know what, fuck it, dude. I'm being Trevor from Black Dahlia Murder, and I fucking showed up shirtless in fucking Pacifica. It's Halloween, dude. It's fucking October. It's not fucking hot, dude. So I was showing up with fucking hard nips, but I was like, dude, check out my heartburn, dude.
Dude, that's so sick. I'm flattered. That's so fucking good.
Are you
Totally,
still
dude.
taking spoonfuls of baking soda when you get that heartburn? Remember you were telling me like you'd get spoonfuls and like
Yeah, that's if it's like real bad and I'm out of rollerblades and shit, you know. But like, I still haven't won the battle. Like,
Oh
yeah.
shit.
I still get it. I still get it all the time.
What's the
Um,
number one food? What's the number one food?
my favorite food or the food that
No, I
gives
was
me
gonna
the
say
worst heartburn?
the food that made you realize you needed that tattoo. The number one food
Dude,
that
the
gives you the
worst
heartburn, dude.
heartburn is by far Little Caesars hot and ready's. Like that is a special kind of heartburn that's like magma. Like it's
What if you found out there was like an additive in there that's in no other pizzas, and that's the
I
exact thing
wouldn't
that you
doubt
got?
it. I really wouldn't. But yeah, dude, there's no heartburn like fucking hot and ready heartburn. Like that is some shit. And man, I
Be the next
remember
tattoo.
like yeah, I'm gonna just get hot and ready right above it. I remember when I could read my own tattoo. That was cool.
Hey, quarantine's a lot of fun, you know. It's a lot of
Oh yeah,
goodies come out of the woodwork.
man.
That's one thing about you guys is, I mean, that's been brought up probably on every single interview you've ever done in your life is that you've brought out so many fucking cool bands just because you guys were into them, and no people really got to even hear these bands.
It's the cannibal aesthetic, like Alex
Exactly.
bringing out all the, tons of Cali bands went on cannibal tours. Was it your when you guys went with Cannibal was Severed on that tour as
Yeah,
well,
Severed Savior
Trevor?
was on that tour. That was our first tour with Cannibal. We try to do a bit of everything, you know, like there was a moment where we had to like realize that some people that like our band like other music that we don't care for. You know what I mean? Like or see us as a totally different band than we do. You know what I mean? Like so like we'll do deathcore bills, we'll play with metalcore bands, we'll play with all different kinds of bands to try to please our fans that like all different kinds of shit. But when I have it my way is when we do like a more death metal lineup
Hmm.
or you know what I mean, like try to put a younger band on or a band that we just think is cool and like um I don't know, like that just brings me a lot of pleasure, you know, like I love giving back to the scene and you know like I was doing that thing over at Metal Injection for a couple of years there, the
Yep.
Obituarist, where I would show off bands all the time, and like it's become like part of what I'm known for now, which is really cool. So, you know, like having a pedestal with all these eyes on us, and we're able to like affect things at least a little bit, like by bringing out certain bands or raising awareness for certain bands or whatever like that. And it's just my pleasure, honestly. You know, I'm all about like success for everybody in the
Hmm.
underground and having a rich scene with all different kinds of sounds and like helping each other out and realizing like this is against the grain music here, man. We need all the fucking help we can get. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean?
Totally.
Like it's time to like to be a brotherhood, you know, and so like I don't know, I just don't get that kind of selfish attitude of not lifting other bands up with you and especially we've been so fucking fortunate like we never saw this band getting to this level, you know what I mean? So I try to use my powers for good, you know.
Yeah. Well, dude,
With
we
that, oh, go ahead.
we really appreciated getting to tour with you guys. We were so excited about it. And I had a specific memory of that show at the Palladium, I think. Is that what it's called? In Worcester, right?
Worcester.
Yeah, okay. And so we were all like, I mean, it's like our second tour of all time. And, you know, the Bloodletting tour was like, you know, 100 people was like a great night. You know, that's like how it goes, you know. Or whatever, you know, something like that. It depends if we're in LA or not. But at the Palladium, there were those rooms, like a green rooms, like we go up like all these stories, like way up, like 3-4 stories. Okay, we're way up there and all this, you know, and we're like getting ready to go, and we just hear this like roaring crowd, like raw, raw, like we're just like, this is one of the first shows. I mean, in my memory of the tour, and I'm just like, it's like Lord of the Rings. It's like Mordor. We're like, oh shit. We were so nervous, dude. And it was just, and we're like walking out on the stage, just like, oh, like this huge crowd. And we're just like, okay, like, you know, like playing Decrepit. I was just like totally nervous, but like super adrenaline and like so honored to just have to like step
Oh
in.
man, the whole nation was ready for the Decrepit Birth, man. Like it was time, dude. Like you guys had so much momentum, and you know, I was like, let's do it. Let's bring like the sickest brutal death metal band going and put them on the bill, and it was awesome. It worked perfectly. It was amazing. You know, you guys brought tons of people out, and yeah, it was great.